His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on the 6th of October anniversary. His Majesty the King wished the President abundant health and happiness and the Egyptian people further progress and prosperity. His Majesty praised the deep-rooted Bahraini-Egyptian relations, affirming continued joint action and cooperation in light of the strategic partnership to achieve common interests and goals. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa issued Royal Decree 92 of 2023, appointing the President of the Civil Service Bureau, CSB, based on the proposal of the Prime Minister and following the approval of the Cabinet. According to the decree, Sheikh Daij bin Salman bin Daij Al Khalifa was appointed as President of the CSB at the rank of Under Secretary. His Majesty also issued Royal Decree 93 of 2023, appointing the Governor of the Central Bank of Bahrain CBB based on the nomination of the CBB Board of Directors and following the approval of the Cabinet. According to the decree, Khalid Ibrahim Hamidan was appointed as Governor for 5 years. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on the anniversary of the 6th of October. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister commended the depth of the historical ties between Bahrain and Egypt and emphasized the kingdom's commitment to furthering relations. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister sent a similar cable to the Egyptian Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received the Commander of the U.S. Naval Forces Central Command, Commander of the United States Fifth Fleet, and Commander of Combined Maritime Forces Vice Admiral Charles B. Cooper II, and the U.S. Ambassador to Bahrain Stephen C. Bondi at Gdaybiya Palace. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince highlighted the long-standing partnership between the Kingdom of Bahrain and the United States of America, particularly within the military and defense. His Royal Highness emphasized that international efforts continue to focus on security and stability, which is in turn support development in line with the aspirations of the countries and their people. His Royal Highness Prince Salman welcomed Vice Admiral Cooper and the Ambassador, noting the advancement of bilateral relations and development achieved through various levels of cooperation. The Comprehensive Security Integration and Prosperity Agreement (CCPA) was also discussed, which forms a cornerstone for joint Bahrain-US cooperation across various sectors, notably security, military, advanced technology, trade and investment in support of regional security and development. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Vice Admiral Cooper and Ambassador Bondi further discussed joint efforts within the next phase of the Bahrain-US partnership, building on the CCPA. The agreement aims to bolster Bahrain-US joint efforts and shared values and visions towards a greater integration, particularly within the security, the military fields, and in achieving security, prosperity, and economic development. Several issues of common interest and the latest international and regional developments were reviewed. Present was the Minister of Cabinet Affairs, Hamad bin Faisal Al Malki. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met with the 8th intake of the Prime Minister's Fellowship Programme at Gdaybiya Palace. His Royal Highness highlighted the importance of empowering Bahraini workforce and enhancing their contributions to the Kingdom's comprehensive development, led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince affirmed that the efforts of the Kingdom's national workforce and successes of Team Bahrain are a source of pride for all. He noted that investing in the public sector workforce is a priority to enhance the productivity of government services. His Royal Highness commended the tireless efforts of fellows during their assignment at the Prime Minister's office, where they demonstrated exceptional professionalism and a great sense of responsibility. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince noted that fellows during the program enhanced their skills and the efficiency of government work streams while pursuing program objectives. His Royal Highness commended the final projects presented by the fellows, which they implemented during their one-year tenure. His Royal Highness affirmed the sense of pride and loyalty from the members of Team Bahrain for their achievements, urging them to continue their efforts for the betterment of the kingdom. For their part, the members of the 8th batch of the Prime Minister's Fellowship Programme expressed their gratitude for the opportunity to meet with His Royal Highness and their appreciation for His Royal Highness's commitment to supporting and developing Bahrain's workforce. The fellows pledged to continue their efforts for the betterment of the kingdom. The Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa and the Minister of Cabinet Affairs Hamad bin Faisal Al Malki also attended the meeting. The Representatives Council Speaker Ahmed Lemselem and a government team led by the Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa held a meeting to review the latest updates on reinstating Gulf Air Group Holding GFG employees who were affected by the decision of merging and restructuring departments. The Speaker affirmed that Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, has always considered protecting the rights of Bahraini employees as a national priority that is emphasized by the National Action Charter and the Constitution. He commended the government's response to the council regarding the dismissal of employees of the GFG by holding the meeting to discuss options available to them. He also hailed the government's efforts in remedying the situation, affirming the importance of holding these behind the decision accountable and guaranteeing that such incidents would not occur in public and private sector institutions. The Speaker underlined the importance of cooperation between the legislative and executive branches to ensure the rights of Bahraini employees and further develop opportunities for Bahrainis in the labour market. The Deputy Prime Minister said that His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister had instructed to hold this meeting with the Council of Representatives, which demonstrates the adherence of the principles of transparency, integration and compatibility in working with the legislative branch. He expressed the government's pride in the Bahraini workforce, including GFG staff, and its appreciation for their efforts as an integral part of Team Bahrain. The Deputy Prime Minister added that arrangements for reinstating the employees were made in accordance with the legal and administrative procedures regarding the relationship between employees and employers. He added that legal and administrative measures will be taken to verify the internal measures are taken. Sheikh Khalid said that the government, represented by the Labour Ministry, has worked on reaching settlement that ensures the stability of the employees, the majority of whom expressed their acceptance of the available options to protect their rights. He thanked the Speaker and the members of the Council of Representatives for their efforts, affirming the commitment of the government as directed by His Royal Highness to continue cooperation with the Council to serve the interests of Bahrain and its citizens. The Minister of Labour, Jamil Ahmeidan, briefed the attendees on the solutions provided to 22 out of 24 employees, according to options approved by the Ministry and the company. The Minister said that the options were offered to the employees, including providing alternative job opportunities in GFG subsidies with the same salaries, benefits and retirement packages to those whose years of service entitled them to retirement, or suitable end-of-service packages for those who opt for that. The Interior Minister General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa attended the third edition of the Southern Governorate Forum for Investment Development under the theme Towards Sustainable Community. In the presence of the Minister of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture, the Minister of Works, members of the Shura and Representatives Councils, senior officials, investors and youth entrepreneurs. The forum aimed to explore significant development projects in the Southern Governorate in partnership with the private sector. It also targeted investors to look for investment opportunities in the district. The Interior Minister asserted that Bahrain is blessed with security as a result of the support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. He said that security is a foundation for investment projects and to move towards to achieve sustainable development goals in the government action program. He said that to protect security as part of the main investment requirements, Bahrain is considered an attractive destination for local and foreign investments because of the flexible legislation to support national economy. Meanwhile, the Southern Governor, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Ali Al Khalifa, asserted that a Southern Governorate's dedication to implementing His Majesty the King's directives, interacting with the residents and providing the best services to achieve an integrated development. He also hailed the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. He said that the attendance of the Minister of Interior affirms his dedication to achieving national milestones, adding that the Governorate continues to promote community partnership through a series of projects and initiatives. He stated that the forum attracts many investment companies and entrepreneurs to promote cooperation and coordination. He noted that the technology is considered an essential drive for achieving the goals of sustainable development and progress, as the Southern Governorate has adopted the approach of continuing communication with the public and adopting electronic plans as part of its keenness to monitor the needs of the people. The Southern Governor said that the private sector is a strategic partner in community development. He valued the contributions of real estate companies in developing public utilities and building essential projects to promote tourism and investment in all parts of the district. During the event, a short film was displayed regarding investment developments, affirming that the Southern Governorate is a prominent destination for business and sustainable development and cultural projects and is qualified to establish various future projects. This was followed by honoring the participating entities, investment companies, and several young entrepreneurs, after which the Minister of Interior opened the exhibition, which includes the most prominent pioneering and innovative investment projects within the Southern Governorate.
In order to achieve the great investment and development aspirations of the Southern Governorate, the Sustainable Development Forum came in its third edition with the slogan "Towards a Sustainable Society," to confirm the Governorate's serious vision in creating the desired development environment, which contributes to helping various local investment institutions to be an integral part of the process of success and excellence for the Southern Governorate. Broad partnership and great interaction showed by individual and civil society institutions in the Southern Governorate. During the forum, they discussed ways to overcome difficulties and challenges and mechanisms for practical advancement of development projects for the region, emphasizing the great services and facilities that the Southern Governorate provides to all companies and institutions operating in the region. The forum received wide praise in its third edition due to the valuable sessions and dialogues it included, which addressed various topics of interest to investors and contributed to creating a sustainable environment that supports the process of growth and progress that is witnessed by the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Under the patronage of the Minister of Education, Dr. Mohammed Jum'a, the ministry held a celebration on the occasion of the World Teachers' Day, attended by hundreds of teachers and officials from the ministry and the Higher Education Council. The minister noted that the celebration comes in light of the educational development during the era of His Majesty, hailing the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister and his keenness on developing the educational system. The minister delivered a presentation on the ministry's support to teachers and its appreciation for their efforts, announcing the promotion of 174 teachers. The minister also honored teachers Kawthar Jafar Hamza from the Al Qadsiya Primary Girls School and Zainab Saeed Salman from Ali Intermediate Girls School for winning the places in the Mohammed bin Zayed Award for Best Teachers. The seventh meeting of the ministers responsible for tourism in the GCC countries kicked off today, and the Sultanate of Oman organized and hosted by the Omani Minister of Heritage and Tourism and supervised by the General Secretariat of the GCC for the Arab States of the Gulf. Minister of Industry and Commerce and Acting Minister of Tourism Abdullah bin Adel Fakhro led Bahrain's delegation in the work of the ministerial meeting. He stressed that the selection of Manama as the Gulf tourism capital for the year 2024 affirms the significant role of Bahrain in supporting integrated tourism efforts at the regional level, encouraging inter-tourism among GCC countries and coordinating with various regional and international tourism entities. Minister Fakhro emphasized the importance of this meeting in shedding light on Bahrain's remarkable accomplishments and initiatives in elevating the tourism landscape not only within the Gulf region but on a global level as well. Furthering, the meeting included a number of important priority topics on the agenda, foremost of which is accelerating the pace of recovery of the tourism sector worldwide, increasing flexibility of the Gulf tourism and its ability to face various challenges in the future. The CEO of Information and E-Government Authority, Mohammed Al-Qaid, stressed during a press conference the need to review the performance of government agencies in the National Suggestion and Complaint System Tawasul during the period from January to September 2023. He stressed the importance of digital transformation and the quality of government services. He appreciated the great interest and support given by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister in following up on the performance of government agencies in order to develop Tawasul system and application. Bahraini runner Onis Chumba won the marathon gold medal in the athletic competition at the 19th Asian Games being held in China. The Bahraini runner achieved a time of 2 hours, 26 minutes and 1400th of a second, ahead of the Chinese runner who won the silver medal and the Kyrgyz runner winning the bronze medal. This is the 10th gold medal for Bahrain in the current session so far, all of them in athletics competitions. In the men's marathon, Chinese Jie He won gold ahead of North Korea and another Chinese runner, Yang Xiaohui. Bahrain national team won the silver medal in the handball competitions at the 19th Asian Games held in China after losing the final match to the Qatari team by 32-25. The national team had finished the first half of the match ahead by 2 points and by 14-12. The handball champions presented a strong display and high spirit throughout the match. Under the patronage of the Minister of Health, Dr. Jalila Hassan, the ministry organized an experience exchange workshop on the Healthy Cities program between the governorates of Bahrain, held in cooperation and coordination with the World Health Organization WHO Regional Office in Bahrain. The opening of the workshop was accompanied by a photo exhibition of healthy cities. The workshop was held in the expand of implementing on the Healthy Cities program to include all governorates of the kingdom. On this occasion, the Director of Health Promotion, Dr. Wafa al-Sharbati, affirmed that expanding the implementation of the Healthy Cities program is achieved through the exchange of experiences and best practices between the four governorates and the Ministry of Health, and by seeking the expertise of the WHO in implementing the program, which aims to improve the quality of life of people in the cities through planning, implementation, and continuous evaluation of programs and activities that aim to provide a healthy environment. In cooperation with the Bahrain Institute of Banking and Financial Studies, BIBF, Hope Talents, the talent management of the Hope Fund, organized a symposium on the future of financial services in Bahrain. The symposium included a dialogue session with experts and practitioners in the financial and banking fields in Bahrain, in addition to training sessions aimed at enhancing functional and personal skills that would bridge the skills gap in the labor market. The symposium also highlighted facilitating the recruitment of talent and competencies in Bahrain and the growth opportunities available in the financial and banking services sector. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs expressed Bahrain's welcome of the intention of Saudi Arabia to nominate to host the 2034 FIFA World Cup. The ministry expressed its great confidence in Saudi Arabia's ability to organize this global sporting event and continue its leadership role under the wise leadership of the Saudi King and the Saudi Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The ministry affirmed Bahrain's full support for Saudi Arabia and its efforts to organize this global championship.